I've been participating in the Jeepers Jamboree for 60 times. I missed the first two and one after that, so I haven't been on every one, but I have been on 60 Jamborees. My first one was in 1955, and I was driving a 1951 CJ3A Jeep. And in those days, we didn't have roll bars or seat belts or overhead racks for carrying the gear. Many people came with 4 people in the Jeep and their baggage tied on the hood and the fenders and wherever they could put it. In those early days, the road was only paved for about 5 miles out of Georgetown. So it was dust all the way into Wentworth Springs. But the first thing we had to do was go down to the river and wash our face and try to find our mouth and nose. And then we could eat our lunch, which we nicknamed Rubicon Buzzard, with fried chicken and some other condiments, etc. Then get on the trail again and into Rubicon Springs.
We're sitting here on our 63rd Jeepers Jamboree. We brought in yesterday on Thursday 255 rigs, and today, right now, we are bringing in 110 rigs. My great-grandfather made the Rubicon Trail a county road here in 1857. My grandfather and my grandmother came in on the first 15 of the Jamborees and helped start this. They came in here with 20 people, and today we will be feeding approximately 1,200 people in here. So it's grown quite a bit in the 63 years that they've done it.
Well, the Rubicon Trail is one of the most famous trails that there is, and it's always been on my bucket list. So we've never done it before this first time. I actually met Bob Sweeney at King of the Hammers, and we kind of hit it off and decided I wanted to sponsor it. So not only did we sponsor it, but got to take our Jeep WK on the trail, and it's just been great. I mean, the food, the friends, the family that's out here is just amazing. Couldn't ask for more. Being that I've never been on the trail before, you know, I don't know a lot of the history, so I'm kind of learning as I go here, which has been cool to especially talk to some of the guys that have been doing it for 20, 30, 40 years now. Talking to some of those guys and hearing their experiences in old Jeeps is just, I mean, priceless.
You know, Jeepers Jamboree is one of those historic events that, you know, if you own a Jeep and if you're the adventurous type, this is a fantastic place to spend a weekend. You know, I came up here the first time with my dad, you know, in the early 80s, and you know, had a great time. And I'm here today with my 2 sons. They're 28 and 31 years old, and I got a grandson at home that's a year and a half old, and it probably won't be too many years before he's coming up here with us.
I'm Fahad Al-Harbi from Kuwait, but I live stateside now in Alabama, and that's where I make my trek all the way to the Jeepers Jamboree. I've been doing it 3 years in a row now, and as long as I'm here stateside, I'm coming to the Jamboree. The trip last year was, by the time I got home, I think it was 6,600 and something miles. The reason I keep coming back here to the Jamboree, to be honest, is not only because the Jeeps are wild and the terrain is, you're basically off-roading through a postcard, as far as I describe it. But even more than that, it's the people. Everyone's your friend, even if you don't know. You just, because you're a Jeeper and you're here. That's all they care about, that's all I care about.
The generations are evident. My son, as an example, and he wrote a book on the history of Rubicon Springs and Rubicon Trail. I hope you've seen that. You need one.